Hey cousins, welcome to another video from Loving Every Stitch by Ruby Baby. I'm Ruby Baby, and in this video I am going to share with you the 10 yarny questions about me. Okay, so I was tagged by Rel from the Dabbling Hook, so thank you, Rel, for tagging me. And yeah, so I believe these questions were hosted or drawn up by Crystal at Bagel Day Crochet. And so thank you, Crystal, for even bringing these questions up to bring the community together, to let everybody know a little bit more about us. And so that's why I'm doing this, so that you guys can know a little bit more about me. And I'm hoping that you all participate in these questionnaires. So even if you you don't have a channel, like, have fun with the videos, see how much we have in common, and see how much you think you know me. Okay, so here we go. Question number 1. What is your favorite colored yarn? Okay, so I'm just looking down here. Oh, did I just draw my face? I think I did. Ouch, it hurts. Anyway. Oh my God, I'm a mess. So question number 1. What is your favorite colored yarn? My favorite colored yarn is multi. I love multicolored yarns. I'm not that big on solids. I have solids, I buy solids, I use solids, but I like multicolored yarns. Any colors that kind of marry together. I do probably gear towards jewel tone. Yeah, like your blues, your reds, your greens, emerald, purple, all of that stuff together, orange. Like, I'm a lover of color. So I love yarn that has glitter in it. Y'all know glitter is my favorite color, so anything that has sparkle, like, gives me all the feels. So glitter yarn or multicolored variegated yarn would be my favorite. Question number 2, what is your favorite weight of yarn? So I would have to say 4 worsted would be my favorite. Just simply anything 4 and up. So I like 4 weight. I love 5. I do love 5 weight, but there's not a lot of things out there that start off with the 5 weight yarn, except the Cousins Crossbody, and the Curie Keyhole Scarf is a 5 weight yarn. No, not the Cousins Crossbody. The Cousins Crossbody is a 4 weight yarn, held double or triple to create. But yes, 4 weight yarn would probably be my favorite because I can double it and make it thicker or use it as it is. But I'm a 4 and up. Like 3 weight yarns don't make me happy unless the color is amazing. Definitely not 2 weight. I do work with thread sometimes, but that's for earring making, and I only use it for that. I wouldn't find any joy in using thread or any small yarns for anything else. Okay, so number 3, what is your favorite style of yarn? My favorite style of yarn. See, I knew about these questions. I never even bothered to read them or study them so I can have a fluid answer for you. But my favorite style of yarn, I like them all. Like, I guess it depends on what you're making. I like regular old yarn for like hats and stuff. I do like roving yarn for shawls and, you know, those kind of things. Some cowls. But I love Tweety yarns, or like the yarns that are like marled, like 2 colors intertwined. I think that might be my favorite, like when the colors are like intertwined into each other and they blend and marry and, you know, grate into other colors of yarn. That would probably be my favorite style of yarn. Like, yeah, like that twisted marled Tweety style of yarn. Okay, so where are we? Favorite style now. Okay, number 4, what is your favorite fiber of yarn. So I'm not well versed in different fibers per se. Like I predominantly use acrylic or man-made fibers. I don't own or work with a lot of wool because I do have a wool sensitivity, and I haven't frequently shopped in LYS type stores, so I'm not well versed on like alpaca, angora. Like I know the names of different types of yarn, but I don't have deep experience with them. So I would have to say just simply acrylic because that's what I know the most about. I am definitely interested in learning more about other yarns. I see how everybody squishes their yarn, talk about how soft and easy to work with, and I love the idea of hand dyed and the colors. Like some yarns giving me all the feels when I see them, scrolling down on Instagram of yarn makers, yarn dyers using yarn. But I have never, I don't think I own an actual hank of yarn, like the man-made, not the man-made, but the real fibers, lamb, sheep, rabbit, all of that. They're always, they're in hanks. I don't own any hanks. So if anybody wants to take me shopping and show me the ropes, because I wouldn't even know what to do, what to buy. I would buy it because it's colorful, not because it's a good, type of yarn. So I need help with that. All right, so that's number 4. Number 5, what is your favorite brand that you can get easily within your country? My favorite brand would probably be Lion Brand, because they are easy to get and accessible. I have an account with Lion Brand, so I'm able to get it. When I'm willing and ready to spend. There's a certain amount of money that you have to spend with them to get the deals and stuff like that. But I would say Lion Brand would be my favorite because they do put out very beautiful colors and colorways and color combinations that I enjoy. Generally they're for the most part, they're pretty good yarn to work with. Like it's good quality of yarn. My runner-up would probably be Hobby Lobby brand. What's the brand? I love this yarn. I love this yarn, the line of yarns that they have. So yeah, so that would be that. Number 6, what is your favorite brand that isn't easy to get within your country? I would, that's a hard question for me to ask because I mind my business when it comes to yarn. I get what I can get and I don't worry about what I can't get. So, I don't really, as far as out of country, I do enjoy ice yarn, and I know, sometimes it could be costly. So when I order from ice, I try to be prepared to spend a certain amount so that I can get the bang for my buck. So it doesn't benefit you when you just buy like one set of yarn or even 5. Like you got to be prepared to buy at least like 10 sets of yarn to get your money's worth out of the shipping. So like, after you spend a certain amount, like the shipping is the same. So you could spend $30 and the shipping will be the same as if you bought $100 worth of yarn. The shipping would be the same. So be prepared to like spend more money on yarn so that way the shipping won't feel like it's bad. So, because when you do it that way, even including shipping, your balls will probably average out to about $2 a skein, which makes or ball, which makes it worth it in the end. So that was number 6. Numero 7. Favorite yarn store online and favorite brick and mortar. Favorite yarn store would probably be, for me, okay, so Hobby Lobby would have been my answer. However, I did discover Joann's. So right now, Joann's is my bee's knees right now. Like, I love going in there. I actually haven't had time to like really schmooze it. Every time I go there, I'm pressed for time, which is horrible. But I really enjoy the yarn selection that they have. And so right now, and then, you know, like, because it's an actual fabric craft store, there's other things that that I have yet to discover. Like, I'm always passing the aisle like, oh, they got so and so, I gotta come back so I can spend time in that aisle and see these things. So right now, Joann's is the store that's like, you know, giving me all the feels because it's new. So it's new and it's exciting. And yeah, so I've been finding some good things that, and you know, oftentimes when I go to like these big box stores, I try to find things from that store that I can't necessarily get from any other store. So like, for instance, your Joann's, your Michael's, your what is the other crap? It could have been AC Moore, although we don't have that anymore. Like, you can find similar, even Walmart, you can find like similar yarns in common. Like, they all carry Red Heart, they all carry Lion Brand, and like this, that, and the other. But like, I will go to Joann's to get their big twist because you can't get that anywhere else. I would go to Michael's to get whatever their loops and threads line of yarn because you can't get that at another store. Or, you know, Hobby Lobby, because you can't get I Love This Yarn anywhere else but Hobby Lobby. So every store I shop at, I try to get the stuff that's exclusive to that store. And online store, I would probably say I'll probably say Ice, because that's probably the only place I actually do take the time to order online. I've ordered from Hirschner's, but it's not like, oh, that's my online shop. I've ordered from Hobium, but that's not my online shop per se. I don't really order online too much because I like to feel. I like to squeeze. I like to do this to the yarn and all of that stuff. So I don't normally do online yarn shopping. So that's that. Oh, and I like Ice also because I try to get yarn that I can't get here in the States. So a lot of times the yarn that I'm seeking out is stuff that I've never seen on this side of the water and probably won't. So like the metallic yarns and, you know, even different colors of yarns of the same type. So let's just say they carry like the Lion Brand Landscapes, that roving yarn, that beautiful, shiny, colorful yarn. Like, Ice carries the same yarn, but I'll try to get colors that I won't be able to get through Lion Brand. So like that, that's what I'll do. Numero ocho. Do you keep scrap yarn? If so, what do you do with it? Scrap yarn, yes I do. Yes, I do keep it or save it. It depends. Scrap yarn that's like a substantial amount, you know, I find scrap projects to do. I do my Everything Goes cowl with scrap yarn, you know, so like things like that. Now and that's like yarn that's like, you know, a couple of yards left. Now when you're doing like weaving in your projects and you cut to finish off, I do two things with them. I fill amigurumi with them, or I actually have like little jars, little art piece jars in my craft room. I'll show you a picture of what one of my jars looks like here. You know, and I just have them around the room. I don't have them around my room now, but at the old place, it was like pieces of art that I used in the room. So yeah, that's what I do with my short weaving my ends scraps. And number 9, what is your favorite thing to crochet or knit? Okay, so my favorite thing to crochet would probably be hats, because they're the one thing that I make mostly with detailed stitches. I enjoy the challenge of patterns and detailed stitches. So I would probably say a hat or a shawl, but I don't really make shawls like that. But I do make hats. So I would probably say hats would probably be my favorite thing. Or cowls. I like cowls too. I really, really enjoy making cowls. So maybe it's that, the two. And as far as knit, I knit 0%. So I don't enjoy knitting anything. So number 10, if you could crochet or knit one last thing for the rest of your life, what would it be and what yarn would you use? This is like one of the most unfair questions to someone who enjoys the craft. But I would say if I could crochet one thing, I would probably say a blanket. And I'll say blanket because I don't make blankets. I have made blankets, but it's not a thing that I do. But because a blanket is big and infinite, I will probably make the biggest blanket in the Guinness Book of World Records so that I can just keep crocheting. I'm just going to keep adding one more row, keep adding one more stitch detail, one more stitch pattern. But I mean, once you start a blanket, you can't tell me when to stop it. So I'm going to say blanket because I could probably clothe my whole entire house with one blanket. So that way I will never not be crocheting. I will always have to have something to crochet because I'm making a blanket, a really, really, really big blanket. So that's it. Oh, and what yarn would I use? No yarn particularly. It would be a scrap. It would be a scrap blanket, and I will use all the yarn that I own, all the yarn that I have, and it happens to be a lot. So maybe that's what it is. Like I would just make one super big blanket using all the yarn that I already have. So that's that. So that's my 10 answers, guys. What do you think? So yeah, so those are my answers. And I wrote a couple of people that I would like to tag in this challenge because, and the names that I'm selecting are, I've been following some people recently and I've been following some people for a while, but these are people that I feel like I want to know more about. And I'm going to put all the links in the description box below. So if there's some names that I mentioned that you may not know about, I encourage you to go check out their channels, subscribe, because these are some wonderful, wonderful crafters and creators. And I enjoy spending time on their channel. So I'm hoping that you just might as well. So I will start with Betsy from Me, My Hook, and I. I will also tag Shondell with Classy Handmade. I want to tag Tiff, or it's Ezra at It's Ezra, because she's in and out. I know she's busy. If she has time, tell us the 10 yarny answers to these questions, okay? And then you have Crystal at Chronically Crocheting. I would like to tag Melissa at Melissa's Knit and Crochet Spot. I would like to tag Stacy at Uniquely Yours Crochet. I want to tag Laura at the Crochet Corner. And I also want to tag our sweet Esmeralda, God Rocks 2107. Now, you know she's a great supporter of everybody in this community. And I cannot, for the life of me, understand why her subscription numbers are where they are. So, guys, I really would like for you to hear, Esmeralda, what you, all the yarny things that you like. And I'm hoping that all our crochet cousins go and check out everybody's channel and get to know everybody. And again, if you were not tagged and are a content creator, I think you really should just like hop on and just answer the questions. Just do them so that we can get to know you a little bit better. We can know what you like, and maybe, just maybe, we'll know what to send you in HappyMail, right? So that's it, guys, for this video. I will see you all in the next one. I love you all so much. Thanks for spending time with me and getting my answers, and I will see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye.